Morning, Papa. Doing some last minute touches on the garden. And I just thought you would want to see how everything's coming and what we've added. So we've added horsefly masks, but that's not garden. We've added ochre on the back side here of the bell. And of course on the front side is sunflowers and dahlias and all that stuff. Kind of done a hodgepodge thing to water. I'll fix it better when I get back. I actually put an up light, so the bell is uplit at night right there. And I'll give you our tomatoes first. This is a new addition. It's a Bonnie original. Our guy there on the end wasn't doing well with his leaf curl. This is the Madame Marmaid tomato slicer. Look at the freaking size of those tomatoes. This is my hand, if that gives you any indication at all how big those suckers are. And these things are just doing amazing. Added a cute little sign up there, a metal sign. This is the lemon boys, which are actually even doing better and taking over every space there is, and they're amazing. Here's another little new addition. This is the sweet, super sweet red 100 cherry tomato, because that guy had blossom end rot. Those were the two guys you saw on the end in the bags. That's kind of my nursery. These are Napa grape hybrid small fruit tomatoes, which are like nuts. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely nuts. All the way up through the top. I don't know where they're going to stop. And then this is my never fail yellow pear, which are, oh, the sweetest. That's my favorite ever. And then one other little new addition, because I thought I was going to have to take 3 out of the main box, but I didn't. I only had to take 2. This one is a chocolate sprinkles hybrid cherry tomato. Super cool. So I'll show you the rest of the boxes here. Aren't those cool little bags? Got those at Tractor Supply with a little support. He's got to go in between the two though, because he's indeterminate, and I'm going to have to trellis him between those 2 boxes. Okay, so the next video, here's our cucumber box with our radishes, which really are ready to be harvested. And the cucumbers are finally starting to take off. We even have some baby cucumbers. See, I don't know if that focuses. Is it focusing? Yeah, check it out. See our little baby cucumbers in there? So by the time I get back, I'm sure these will have like taken over. There's another little baby there. Cute. And we got yellow cucumbers, you know, and regular cucumbers. And then carrots are still hanging in there and growing. They're, give you an idea of how tall. They're probably 2 inches tall, maybe. Beans, yeah, they're coming around. They're still kind of yellow, struggling, but maybe they just need to get started. I did put those seeds in a lot later. Drip system working well, if not a little too well. We're wet on the ground here. I'm going to put some pine straw when we get back. Now this little sucker is amazing. This is the cantaloupe. And look at all these babies that are coming out. Crazy, like melons. So here's melon I noticed like yesterday. And there was another melon like that on the other side that I kind of casually noticed. Even the broccoli is still doing good. But check this out. I gotta string this sucker up. Look what I found this morning. Look at this melon already. Isn't that crazy? So our garden boxes, needless to say, are just doing amazing. So I also put a sign on this box too, which I thought was cute, metal sign from Tractor Supply. So beets locally grown. And I found these really awesome solar lights that are bright as all get out until we can get electricity out here, and then we're gonna put them on the fence post. So our pepper box, still looking great. The sweet peppers are growing like crazy. They're fruiting up. They're not bushing up a whole lot, but they're fruiting up. And our mammoth jalapeno pepper, I think because they're so mammoth, I don't think I'm gonna pick him yet to bring him to you, but I think by the time I get back, he'll be ready. And the poblano, they always look kind of droopy. That's just what they do. I've got a couple plants in here for a nursery, these portulacas, just to make sure they get watered while we're gone. Pole beans are doing real well. They're getting real tall, just gonna give you perspective. Broccoli, once again, not heating out, so it might make it, I don't know. This is our squash. So we're flowering out, doing really well. Look at all those tons of buds down in there, nice and green and pretty yellow colors. This is our summer squash, which is always a little more pale than your zucchini, but blossoming out. I'm not sure what the issue is there with the leaves, but we're kind of getting that stuff straightened out. And then our herb box, I trimmed them all, so I'm bringing you guys some. But there, and our dill, which I probably need to trim. Even the baby seeds that I didn't think were gonna make it are popping up. And then I added 2 new peppers. I took the bee balm out, and we wanted a sweet banana pepper and a sweet orange pepper. So I added those guys, and they're doing really good. And the cilantro, which usually would be burnt out by now, is doing amazing. I've never grown it from seed before, ever. And so this cilantro from seed is a do again. Parsley, crazy good. Bushing out like crazy. Flat leaf and curly. And oregano, which I just trimmed out. And the basil here. And so that's kind of like the setup of the garden and how she grows. And every time I look at that bell, I think of Graham. And now that I have it uplit at night, it's so pretty. So I'll show you one other garden that made me think of Grandma Seymour and Graham that I just added here in just a second. I'm just showing you your handiwork. I already want more boxes. So I'm pretty sure we had this windmill up when you came. But I always think of Great Graham and Graham. These are all sunflowers from seed that are coming up, and dahlias and alyssum and a vine growing plant and some flowers. And I put an uplight on it too, so at night it lights up real nice. And put the bee balm down here. And I've got sunflowers. I just planted them last night. Sunflowers and dahlias and all sorts of things that are going to grow up and be real tall, like 5-6 feet. And put some Gerber daisies in there. Bryce helped me build this bed out. And so the Gerbers will be nice and flowery, and then all the tall sunflowers and a light for it. And so it's just really nice. Just really neat. Kind of reminds me of Graham and Great Graham, which is always so special. And then of course the grass and everything. So early in the morning, beautiful sun. Everything's looking really super. We just need a pavilion right there. And we need your cookhouse right there. And we're good. Can't wait to see you. We'll be there shortly. Love you. Bye.